Hello and welcome to Math Matters. I'm Miss Whitehead Timbani, and today we're going to learn ways to be a problem solver and communicating our ideas about taking objects away in word problems. Today is your chance to think about how communicators write to share ideas. Communicators listen and ask questions so they can understand. When I have you work out the math story problem later, you can use your counters, paper, and crayons to communicate your thinking about the story. What do you think this story is going to be about? I'm going to read the story to you now. 7 wild birds swimming in a pond. 2 are ducks. How many are swans? Let's count the swans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 swans. 4 small animals sitting on a log. 2 are lizards. How many are frogs? 2. 5 shiny robots standing in the store. 1 on the shelf. How many on the floor? 4. Look at the little robot on the floor. He's so cute. 8 handy tools in the workshop. 3 are hammers. How many are not? I'm so glad we have the picture to help us. Let's count the tools that are not hammers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 tools that aren't hammers. 6 pretty kites flying in the air. 3 are circles. How many are squares? The first thing we need to figure out is what a circle is and what a square is. Can anyone tell me what a circle is? Right, a circle is a shape that has no corners and no sides. How about a square? Can anyone tell me what a square is? Yes, a square is a shape that has 4 equal sides and 4 corners or angles. Now let's go back to what the story is asking us. 6 pretty kites flying in the air. 3 are circles. How many are squares? Right, 3. Great job, everyone. 5 teddy bears sitting in a row. 3 have hats. How many have bows? 2. 9 apple trees growing by the wall. 6 are short. How many are tall? 3. We can easily tell how many are tall because they are the bigger ones. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 6 apple trees are short and 3 apple trees are tall. 3 old planes moving in the sky. 1 is low. How many are high? 2. It really helped us in solving the problems by having the pictures in the book. We were able to just look at the picture and count what the questions asked us. Now I'm going to read you a few of the story problems, but I'm not going to show you the pictures. We are going to have to really listen to what the story is saying in order to solve the problems. Here is the first word problem. 4 small animals sitting on a log. 2 are lizards. How many are frogs? If we were to use a number mat to find the answer to the problem, we would start with the number mat 4 because we know the known total is 4. That means the total amount of animals is 4. Let's add the lizards since the story told us there are 2 lizards. 1, 2. The story said there are 4 small animals sitting on a log. 2 are lizards. By looking at this mat, we can see that there are 4 animals and 2 are lizards. We can now figure out that there are 2 spaces left, so there are 2 frogs. Let's count. 1, 2. Right, there were 2 frogs. The 4-box mat helped us because we were able to see the total amount, which is 4, then put the 2 lizards in because the problem told us there were 2, and that let us see there were 2 spots left on the mat for the frogs. Here is another word problem. 5 shiny robots standing in the store, 1 on the shelf. How many on the floor? If we were to use a number mat to find the answer to this problem, we would start with the number 5 mat because we know the known total is 5. That means the total amount of robots is 5. Let's add the 5 robots since the story told us there are 5 shiny robots standing in the store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next part of the story problem said there was 1 on the shelf. Let's take 1 robot away. Listen to the story as I read it again. 5 shiny robots standing in the store, 1 on the shelf. How many on the floor? So we still need to find out how many on the floor. There were 5, so we put 5 robots on the mat. Then we took the 1 robot away because he was on the shelf. So now we can count that there are 4 robots left. So to answer the question, how many on the floor, it would be 4. 5 robots take away 1 is 4. 5 teddy bears sitting in a row, 3 have hats. How many have bows? If you were to use a number mat to find the answer to this problem, we would start with the number mat of 5. The story problem said there are 5 teddy bears, so let's add the 5 bears to the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the story said 5 teddy bears sitting in a row. 3 have hats. Let's take the 3 bears that have hats off the mat. 1, 2, 3. Listen to the story again. 5 teddy bears sitting in a row. 3 have hats. How many have bows? So what we still need to do is answer the question, how many have bows? There were 5 teddy bears, so we used the 5 mat and put 5 bears on the mat. Then we took off the 3 bears with hats. There were 2 bears left, so there are 2 bears that have bows. 5 bears take away 3 is 2. I want you to get some paper, crayons, and some counters. You will need to have 4 counters of one kind and 10 counters of something different. An example of the counters would be 10 pennies and 4 nickels. I'll count to 35 while you get them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. Now that we've solved some problems together, I'm giving you a problem to solve. I'll read the story problem. 7 wild birds swimming in a pond. 2 are ducks. How many are swans? The first thing you need to do is decide if you want to use a number 7 mat or a number 3 mat. Once you decide, draw that mat on your paper. I'll wait for you to do that. Now that you have your mat drawn for the 7 wild birds swimming in a pond, the next step is putting 2 ducks on your mat. I use my nickels as my ducks. Now fill the rest of your mat with the swans and count them. I used my pennies as the swans. How many swans are there? Right, 5. 7 birds altogether, then 2 were ducks, so there are 5 swans. Mathematicians can communicate their ideas in many ways. Take a moment to think about yourself as a mathematician and communicator. Did you write to share your ideas? Were you able to listen and wonder what questions to ask so you can understand? In today's episode of Math Matters, we learned ways to be a problem solver and communicating our ideas about taking objects away in word problems. Try to make and solve word problems with your family today. Make sure to communicate how you solve the problems. I'm Miss Whitehead Tembani. I hope you have a great day and keep on counting.